Crazies, man, y'all welcome back to the lab. Lee here, y'all saw that title too as well. We are talking about the volunteers. That's correct, the chosen ones. Some of this video might not be for everybody. I got to put that there for you. But this video is also for the ones that are waking up and ask questions, and also for us chosen ones, us volunteers, us watchers, that maybe you understand the powers that are starting to rise within yourself. We are all powerful in our own selves, our own lives, our own light of vision. We all have a mission in this world, especially the chosen ones, just like myself. This video is also going to show you exactly who I am, what I'm here to do, and what I've done many eons past too as well. This isn't my first life. This isn't my first rodeo on this plane of Earth, in this game we play. This plane we play on Earth is what it is, a training ground for our souls, for our spirits, our energies. Like you just heard me say, this isn't my first time on this. I've done this many times. I've gone by many names. But in this reality, my name is Lee. I'm just Lee. I'm one of you. I'm one of your friends. I'm one of your messengers. I'm one of those who are looking out for the light for all of us. Now, with that said, this story is going to be amazing to you. It is the full story of the volunteers. This is the full story of the chosen ones, and understanding the powers and the energies that we are having right now in this day and age. The story will hit you in a way that only you can explain and experience, especially those who are chosen and have the powers growing up inside of you. Those who are waking up will wonder and understand why it's happening to them, and those who aren't waking up that have that question of, is this true or not? We're as real as we get, and we're going to be as real as we ever be each day that we move forward. Power is rising with the light, and your light will shine. So before we get this going, y'all remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me your comments down below about how you felt about this, how it changed you, or maybe made you think in a way. So please enjoy.
So tell me, out of everything you've ever done, what's the craziest experience you've ever had?
That's easy. Earth.
Earth? You went to Earth?
I did.
No way. You were a human?
I was.
Wow. Are the stories about Earth true? Were they really trapped on Earth?
Some were. I know because I was one of the volunteers.
Wait a second. You volunteered to go to Earth?
I did. I had to. I had family trapped on Earth.
But how could you get trapped on Earth?
You had to be there to understand. On Earth, you wouldn't remember anything.
What do you mean you wouldn't remember anything?
I mean, you would have no memory of anything. You wouldn't even remember existing before Earth.
What? How is that possible?
It was designed that way. It was brilliant. To dive as deeply as possible into such ignorance, such darkness, and still find your way back to remembering who you were. That took true mastery.
Wow. I still can't believe you went to Earth. Tell me more.
Well, Earth had its own set of laws that everyone agreed to experience, like gravity. What goes up must come down, like linear time. Day is followed by night.
Time? What's time?
You know how when we think of something it manifests instantly? Well, on Earth there was a delay. The delay is what made Earth so difficult.
Interesting. Time. So tell me more.
Before going to Earth, you would choose your family, whether you wanted to be male or female, what race you wanted to be, the location on the planet, things like that.
Oh, so you could choose your own character.
Exactly. You would enter the Earth as a baby and be completely dependent on others to teach you the rules. But since nobody could remember the rules, they made up their own rules, based on fear and giving your power away to others.
That doesn't sound like much fun.
It wasn't for everyone.
What'd you do while portions of you were on Earth?
I watched them. It was pretty funny.
What was so funny?
Here were these magnificent beings, playing the most unique and cutting-edge experience in the universe, and they were clueless. I tried to guide them as much as possible.
Wait a second, you could communicate with them?
Yes, but they couldn't hear me. I would show them synchronicities, or send them impulses to help guide them, but they couldn't see the signs.
Why not?
They didn't trust themselves.
So is that why they sent out a call for help?
Exactly.
Is that when you went?
No, I didn't go until later. First volunteers, they had it the worst.
What do you mean, had it the worst?
Well, they killed them.
What?
They killed the volunteers.
They killed them?
Those on Earth couldn't understand what the volunteers were telling them. The idea that they were equal to the volunteers scared them.
What were they telling them?
Common sense stuff like, all the answers you seek are inside you. Everything I can do, you can do and more.
So they killed them?
And then they twisted the volunteers' message and created even more fear.
What do you mean more fear?
Like the message, God is inside you, was turned into, you are separate from God. The message, all the answers you seek are inside you, was twisted into, you can't trust yourself.
And they believed it?
It was out of control.
How could they believe that?
You had to be there to understand. Did you know they actually believed that they were the only intelligent life in the universe?
Now that's funny.
Pretty crazy, I know.
So then what happened?
The designers knew Earth was going to enter a section of the galaxy that humans had never experienced before. A section filled with a frequency that might be able to reconnect the human's DNA.
What was wrong with their DNA?
It didn't work anymore. The thing is, their DNA was how they connected with their higher self.
So that's why your incarnations couldn't hear you.
Exactly. But there was a catch with the new plan. Only those incarnated on Earth could tune in to these new frequencies.
Oh, so they needed more volunteers.
Yes, but this time they were taking no chances. To pull this off, they needed millions in the physical form, wired and ready to attune to these frequencies.
Are these the 21st century humans that all the stories are about?
Yep, we volunteered from every corner of the universe to help the humans wake up.
What did the volunteers have to do once they got there?
We had to wake ourselves up, attune to these frequencies, and spread them to the rest of the planet.
That sounds impossible.
Most of those watching the Earth experiment didn't think we could pull it off.
So what happened when you got to Earth?
Once on Earth, we were taught the same fear-based beliefs that had been handed down for eons. We lived just like everyone else, totally clueless to who we were and what was getting ready to happen. But as soon as the Earth entered this cloud of frequencies, we started to question everything. And one by one, we started to wake up.
So the plan was working.
It was. The more we trusted ourselves, the quicker we reconnected. And the faster we started to remember what was happening. And since we were spread out evenly all around the planet's frequency began to rise quickly.
What happened when the planet's frequency began to rise?
Humans' experience of time began speeding up. They started manifesting their beliefs faster and faster. Those consumed with fear created even more fear, and eventually Earth just spun out of control.
What do you mean, spun out of control?
These low-frequency beliefs that had controlled the human experience for eons could no longer exist, so they began to self-destruct, and the world fell into complete chaos.
That sounds terrifying.
It was for those living in fear. But for us volunteers, we all knew it was the end of the old energy and the beginning of the new.
So then what happened?
A tipping point was reached in our awakening, and we created a new Earth.
A new Earth? What happened to the old Earth?
It continued on, allowing those who could not let go of their fears to play out their lessons. But for us, we created a new Earth that matched our higher frequency. And as easy as that, all the fear-based beliefs simply fell away. In an instant, we remembered who we were. We knew we were all connected, and we stopped hurting each other. We started respecting each other, started loving each other. We took back our power to create, and we created a new Earth without fear.
Wow, so the legends are true. What an incredible experience that must have been. Nice work.
Thanks.
What a great one. I really do love this. This tells a story of what we do, what us volunteers, us chosen ones, 144,000, which ones, whatever you would love to call it, tells you exactly what we've been doing this whole time. It is weird. It is strange. I do understand that. Even the energies, the vibrations, what you just learned, what you felt through this, and what you've been feeling through your whole awakening experience has a meaning, has a reason, and has a purpose. As you see, we are leaving this old earth and rising to a new earth where everything could be manifested in your mind, where everything, every belief, every love, sense of compassion is right there in the new earth. The 5D earth is going to be one of those wonderful things that where we get back our freedoms, where we remember fully, truly who we are and always have been. And that's the key. The 3 lessons part of this is remembering who you are, trust your instinct, and raising your vibration. Because that is what it's all about. Vibration. This is what Earth is made of. This whole plane is vibration of sound and frequency. And the higher you raise, the more you see, the more the light shines, and the more the manifestations that you believe in become true and pop up into this reality. Very crazy to think about that time is just lingered. Time is what's slowing down our manifestations of our reality, ourselves, our true reality. This was a message, like I said, for those chosen ones that are questioning a little bit, trying to understand what's really going on in this world. It's also a message for those chosen ones that do know what we have to do. It's also for those who want to waking up, and trying to understand that their powers within us is within us. Each and every single one of us are gods ourselves. Yes, you can believe in a God within, out there in the pastures, up in the sky, but you got to remember that you are the God within yourself, and the power is right there. You just have to open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind and your frequency to that, and understand that this reality that we were born into, this plane of Earth, this plane of a game, you can't play this game until you understand the game of life itself. And the game of life starts with you. When you understand that, you can take control of your own controller of this world and leave this 3D, 4D world and go into the 5D world where your happiness, your peace, your manifestations will be right at your touch, your fingertips. A wonderful video. A deeper video, but a wonderful video. If you like that at any time, please remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me your comments down below. Because guess what? We all have to wake up. We all have these questions and these powers, and we all want the answers. I hope this helped. And I hope that you keep your mind open, because those eyes will see every single thing in front of them. Y'all stay crazy.
You gave us something we never thought we could have.
And what is that?
Another chance.
I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot!